I literally don't care. I don't care. Here's the truth tea of all of that. Then Dramageddon happened. Now, that happened in the middle of, like, the series, basically. It happened in the middle of making the palette. And, like, I think we were waiting on the final sample, I think. Like, the week it happened. Obviously, it was insane. So, we filmed it. Andrew filmed the whole thing. I wasn't planning on filming any of it. I literally just had an out-of-body experience because I can't believe I'm talking about this because it's so, like, what is my life? Okay, sorry. I'm 31. Okay. So, we filmed all of it because I felt like, okay, well, in my head, I'm like, this is going to have a good ending, right? Everything I've been a part of, I really, really try to have a good ending. Whether it's in a video or in real life or in anything, right? The Dramageddon stuff kind of started taking a turn. It got to a point where it was evident to me that, like, this was so much bigger than like drama. This was, like, crazy, right? So we filmed it all on our end, like, and it was more just my perspective, like, watching it all happen, being kind of involved in it, but also an outsider, but also an insider. And it was true Mean Girls. It was crazy. And I've known James for a long time. I just met Tati. I had a lot of feelings about everything. I love Jeffrey like family. I understand when Jeffrey pops off and why he does, and he doesn't do it anymore. But, like, in the moment, all of it was very, like, I'm tired. Okay? I'm tired. So we filmed it. And then we just kept filming everything. Then the palette, and then all of that. Now, the resolution of Dramageddon was good, right? Jeffrey didn't post his receipts, and James went to Kylie's skin launch party, and Tati put out a palette, and everybody's good, right? Now, then we were still filming. Now it's what, November? So around September, I was like, what the fuck is this series? Like, it's so much footage, hundreds of hours of footage. It's all entertaining, but, like, what the hell is this series? And are people going to care about the palette? I don't think they're going to care about the palette. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So then I made the trailer. The trailer I actually edited in fucking March or something. I don't know, a long time ago. And I loved the trailer. And I knew the Dramageddon stuff was in the trailer. But my whole thing was like, okay, whenever the drama episode comes, I'm going to have a message and a point, right? Like, because there is a message. And here's the truth tea of all of that. The message is egos, jealousy, people who, entitlement, just narcissism, and everything you could imagine, right, in the beauty world, in one thing, by all the people at the same time. Keeping it real. And they all, I think, realized that, and then were like, hello? Last time I'm ever doing that. And I think everybody has grown immensely from that situation. So I was like, okay, well, I'll have the moral be about that, and about just the mistakes, what they learned, the growth from all sides, and then moving on, right? Now, I was like, okay, I can do that. So I kind of shelved that in my head. Like, I have a whole Dramageddon episode edited. It's an hour and a half long. It's fucking insane. It's crazy, whatever, right? I don't think it makes anybody look... Like, I didn't want to make it... I didn't want to hurt anyone. So it's very... You know how I do. It's very much that. There's no crazy new information. It's not whatever. It's just kind of me in the world and, like, seeing what happens and everybody kind of fucking up and learning from it and moving on. So, the trailer. Obviously, and I don't know how much I want to get into this because I feel, like, weird because he's not here. So it's like talking about this while he's not in the room is kind of weird. But I sent the trailer to James. I feel like I can say that. I'm very open with everybody. Like, anytime I talk about anybody in a video or anything, Nikki tutorials, like anybody I've ever talked about or whatever, always reach out to them first. I always make sure they're okay with it. I always make sure that they know I'm not trying to fuck them over or whatever. So sent James a trailer. He obviously was scared and like, oh my God, like I just got over this. I don't want to deal with this again. Like what? But he trusted me, and I was like, trust me. And he was like, okay, I trust you. So trailer comes out. Of course, I feel like most people got that it wasn't me trying to like cause a whole shitstorm. I think people know my intentions are always like good. So then the series comes out, and I was shocked at how the first episode went, and even more shocked at how the second episode went, and the fact that people actually gave a fuck about the business stuff. Then on top of that, I felt like with the Nikki Tutorials thing and with other things that were mentioned, and Jeffrey talking about knowing my worth and all of that stuff, it weirdly kind of healed. This sounds so like cheesy, but it kind of like healed things a little bit in the beauty world. It kind of connected people. I feel like everybody kind of came together a little bit and watched it and like got something out of it, and we're like, and all across the board, right? I feel like everybody was kind of like, yeah, we've all been kind of getting fucked over by a lot of companies, and like, yeah, all these beauty gurus can hate each other and talk shit and all that stuff, but I think at the end of the day, we all started this for the same reason. So I think it kind of brought everybody together a little bit. So then I was like, fuck. Because then it was like, oh, all the drama and tea, and it's not just the James stuff. I mean, I had like, just all this stuff with this whole storyline about Morgan and all this stuff and all these storylines about beauty gurus and how they're all the worst and how they're all like assholes. I had 3 episodes about that. And I was like, okay, I don't want to post these. Fuck. Because all the people that I kind of maybe threw some shade at are watching the series, and they all are getting something out of it, and they're all like touched by it, and it's bringing people together. I don't want to fuck this up. Like, fuck. So then I'm like, okay. So then I reformatted everything. I'm like, okay, I'm going to focus more on the business stuff and more about me and my life and me and Ryland and Jeffrey's life and the break-in. There was so many other things to tackle. I'm like, I'm going to put all the drama stuff off to the side for a second. So I started tackling the other stuff. And then that started going over well. And then people loved seeing the break-in and the proposal and all these things that I wasn't even going to put in the series. And people were like connecting to that. And I was like, okay. Then it's like, oh, launch day is November 1st, which I already knew, right? So this series, sorry, I'm rambling. This series was supposed to be 2 episodes a week for 10 episodes. It was supposed to be 10 episodes. And I had 10 episodes edited. No music, but edited, right? So I went into this being like, oh, I'm ahead of schedule. Didn't happen. So then the fucking launch was coming. And I'm like, I have to reveal the palette before the fucking launch. Oh my God, I have to show this. I have to show the samples. I have to show that mess. I have to show the actual palette. I have all these things I have to show on the launches in 2 weeks. Fuck. So then it was okay. I'm putting everything off until, and I'll figure it out. I don't want to cause a shitstorm. I don't want to, James and Tati and Tati's palette and all these things are happening. And I'm just like, I'm not doing this because like, what am I going to do? Fucking put up a drama episode and then like rush together some epic reveal video and then like, that's weird. And then there's a whole other thing we filmed about a makeup conspiracy, which is so cool and I love it. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I'm like literally rambling. I'm sorry. I can't believe you're still here. So now I don't know what to do.